On the Chesapeake Bay today with my buddy Alan.
Hey guys.
We got some, you said you saw some birds out there earlier.
Yeah, a lot of birds out there flying around the pier. They left to go find some fish, and hopefully we'll find both of them.
Cool. You got some of your Chesapeake rigs here. I know when I first met Alan, what I heard him coming because he had all these these blades clanging, but he's a little bit different than what I originally saw you using. You went from the blades to the sassy shad here.
I use them both, but I definitely like these guys. I typically use the shad bodies. They work really well, the 4-inch size this time of year.
Yeah.
2-ounce jig heads trailing this multi-tiered level of shads, and the bigger fish hang on the bottom, and these really pick them up. This rig really catches the bigger fish, so cool. We'll see if that works today. I
got a variation here that I made with a do-it mold, and it's sort of a knockoff of the Alabama rig. And I poured that head on this wire frame, and I got the blades going, but on the bottom, instead of blades, I got lead weights. So you got 4 ounces there. I got these are actually flutter jigs. So that's 2 ounces there, and that's 2 ounces there to get it down.
That's a cool idea, Jeff.
And then that's about, I think it's a ½ ounce head. I had the heavier head when I was out on the flats the other day, and I felt like the head was hitting, and I don't want the head to be on the bottom. I want these to be on the bottom, kind of fending off whatever you bump into. So first time with this rig, we'll give it a shot.
All right. Get this one in. This is my deeper rig, so they've been a little bit bigger than the shallower ones. Oh, that's a nice fish. That's a real nice fish. Oh. So Jeff and I launched here. We headed straight for the birds, and it was non-stop action since then, and I'm talking all kinds of depths. I mean, there's a point that sticks out here, and they were loosely tied to that structure, but I mean the current is going out, and the wind is going out, and the birds have gone out. So we've been following fish the entire way south.
You got birds further out. You want to go keep after them?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Now I'm not marking any fish, actually. That might be one on the outer perimeter of the cone, but I'm not marking them. I'm not into them thick, and the birds have actually dissipated. I think the tide changed, and the fish went deep and stopped feeding near the surface. But I did some good things while we were catching. I marked fish in three or four places, and what that shows is overall, I'm gonna back out of that. Overall, you got, a sort of a general sweeping point, a transition from this deep bowl type area into this shallow area, and the current was running this way, and they were on lots of these little micro points coming out overall to water, overall funneling into one area. So boom, 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 and Alan's actually continuing to catch them up here. So when you drop waypoints, you really get a good visual. You may not see it right away, but at the end of you know, a blitz, you see the pattern, you see why they are where they are. So it's that transition from deep to shallow coming across this overall, you know, funneling of water. How many you got, buddy?
Somewhere 20 to 30. I lost count. I'm catching them 2 and 3 at a time.
Okay. What's your biggest, you think?
22, 23. There's
All right.
been about a pair of those. Most have gone about 20 inches. There's been very few really small ones. Almost all have been keepers.
Yeah. So a lot of, you know, 18 to 22 inch fish here. So we're going to make a play a little bit later for a more pronounced point further down near some deeper water. But yeah, there's a lot of fish here, and it's been fun trolling and catching them. So we may go down to a deeper point and jig. Actually, I'm seeing birds down there. All right, Alan and I have taken out, and Alan's going to give us a real quick synopsis of how we did and maybe some lessons to be learned.
So we always do a little wrap up here at the end. So here's the things that we figured out today. During the fall time of year, there's things that we always know. Fish really hold on to structure. They're not out roaming around in the free. Anytime we found a drop off with some current running over it, that was a good spot. Always troll with the current. We rarely find them going against it. We found that out today. We were on fish all morning. We were catching them one after the other, lots and lots and lots. We couldn't even keep them off, and we decided let's leave these 20-inch fish to go try to find some 30-inch fish. Well, we trolled probably an hour south against the current. We didn't pick up a single thing all the way down, and of course by the time we got down there it was time to come back. So we didn't catch anything going against the current in either way. But when we got back up here, with the same patterns, we still continued to catch fish. They were still here all day long.
To learn more of Alan Batista's trolling tactics with the kayak, get a copy of his book, Light Tackle, Kayak Trolling the Chesapeake Bay. A lot of the things that I did today, including marking a bunch of waypoints together to see the big picture, are covered in this book. So check it out.